Have you ever noticed tiny specks floating in your field of vision? Welcome to Cam in Medicine. In this video, we will discuss the common causes of posterior vitreous detachment, PVD, commonly called floaters. We will also discuss when it is more serious and requires immediate attention. Before we get into the video, please remember that the topics covered on this channel are for educational purposes only and should not replace professional healthcare. Now let's begin. These elusive little shapes that seemingly dart away when you try to focus on them are known as eye floaters. They can appear as small, shadowy dots, thread-like strands, or even squiggly lines, and contrary to what you might think, you're not actually seeing these floaters. What you're observing are the shadows they cast on the retina, the light-sensitive inner lining of the back of your eye. Please comment below, sharing your thoughts or experiences with eye floaters. Have you ever had them? Did you know what it was? Tell us, what did you think when you had this experience? My personal experience of having one was when I was about 19. I remember seeing it, and then when I tried to focus to look directly at it, it kept moving away. It eventually faded away though. Now, under normal circumstances, floaters are nothing more than a minor annoyance, a peculiar side effect of our eye's natural aging process. But sometimes they may be a sign of a more serious condition, such as a retinal tear or detachment. So, while they're usually harmless, it's important to know when they could be a cause for concern. Now that you know what floaters are, let's delve into the causes. The most common cause of floaters is age-related changes in your eyes. As we age, the vitreous, a gel-like substance that fills about 80% of our eyes, keeping them round, starts to shrink. As it shrinks, it becomes somewhat stringy, and these strands can cast tiny shadows on the retina. These shadows are what we perceive as floaters. In most cases, these age-related changes occur as the vitreous liquefies and separates from the retina. This process, known as vitreous detachment, is a normal part of aging and usually isn't cause for concern. However, it can lead to an increase in floaters. The strands or clumps floating in the vitreous can appear in your field of vision more frequently, especially when looking at a bright, plain background. So, if you're noticing more floaters as you get older, don't panic. It's likely just a natural part of the aging process. Another cause of floaters can be eye diseases and injuries. You see, our eyes are delicate organs, and any disturbance can potentially create floaters. Let's take inflammation, for instance. If the eye's interior becomes inflamed due to conditions like uveitis, it can cause floaters. The inflammation may lead to the release of inflammatory debris into the vitreous, our eye's gel-like substance, which is seen as floaters. Similarly, any bleeding within the eye, termed as vitreous haemorrhage, can also result in floaters. These can occur due to various reasons like diabetes, hypertension, or even a physical injury. Infection within the eye, though rare, can also lead to floaters. It's because the infection can cause cells and other debris to float in the vitreous, which we perceive as floaters. Floaters may also be caused by ocular migraines. If you have recently had an eye injury or an eye disease and are noticing floaters, it's essential to consult an eye doctor. Did you know that nearsightedness and cataract surgery can also cause floaters? It's true, and here's why. People with severe nearsightedness, also known as myopia, have a more elongated eyeball. This unusual shape can cause the vitreous, the gel-like substance inside your eye, to pull away from the retina, leading to the appearance of floaters. Now let's talk about cataract surgery. This procedure involves removing the eye's natural lens that has become cloudy and replacing it with a clear artificial lens. While this surgery is generally safe and effective, it can sometimes lead to the development of floaters. However, this is usually temporary. As the eye heals, these floaters often disappear. So remember, if you're nearsighted or have recently had cataract surgery, that could be why you're seeing floaters. But don't panic. Floaters are typically harmless and often fade over time. But if they persist or suddenly increase in number, it's always a good idea to consult your eye doctor. One serious cause of floaters that requires immediate medical attention is retinal detachment. Retinal detachment is a condition that occurs when the retina, a thin layer of tissue at the back of the eye, pulls away from its normal position. This separation of the retina from the underlying tissue can lead to a severe loss of vision and is considered a medical emergency. Now, one of the key symptoms of retinal detachment that you should be aware of is a sudden increase in the number of floaters in your vision. These floaters might appear as tiny specks or strings floating in your field of vision. They may stand out when you look at something bright, like a white paper or a blue sky. Another symptom that might indicate a retinal detachment is the perception of flashing lights. These are not the kind of flashing lights you'd see at a concert or a party, but rather sudden bursts of light that may come and go in your vision. This can occur when the retina pulls away from the back of the eye, stimulating the photoreceptor cells, causing them to flash. Now let's talk about peripheral vision. This is the part of your vision that occurs outside the very center of your gaze. In a retinal detachment, you might notice a shadow or a curtain descending from the top or the sides of your field of vision. This can represent a progressive loss of your peripheral vision and is a clear sign that you need to seek medical attention immediately. So, if you experience a sudden increase in floaters, flashing lights, or a loss of peripheral vision, these are all symptoms that could indicate a retinal detachment. And remember, this is a condition that requires immediate medical attention. In the world of eye health, time is of the essence. The sooner a retinal detachment is diagnosed and treated, the better the chances of preserving your vision. Now let me repeat, as it's crucial to remember, most floaters are harmless, but if you notice a sudden increase in floaters, especially if accompanied by flashes of light or loss of peripheral vision, it's time to consult an eye doctor immediately. This is very serious and can lead to permanent vision loss if not promptly treated. I cannot stress this more. Your eyes are your windows to the world. Take care of them. Don't dismiss changes in your vision as trivial. If you're worried about floaters or any other aspect of your eye health, it's always best to consult a professional. Keep in mind, your vision is precious. Don't ignore any changes, however minor they may seem. Stay healthy, stay vigilant. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more health tips and information. Also leave a comment if you have ever experienced having floaters. Thanks for watching. And as always, take care. Until next video.